college and did not complete a degree. This is common. He didn't finish his degree, but guess what? His music reflects that, he has some kind of form of education, and he's not trying to hide that. FAMU, you know what I'm saying? Common went to FAMU. It's hard to believe, but Common went to FAMU, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we said 2 Chainz went to Alabama State University. Then he transferred to VSU. Ice Cube, I didn't know that. He went to Phoenix Institute of Technology. I don't know if this is after his success or before. He went into architectural drafting. I don't know. Queen Latifah, she went to Borough of Manhattan Community College. You see what I'm saying? Now, everybody know Queen Latifah got the knowledge. Everybody know Queen Latifah got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And it showed early on in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Talib Kweli, he went to Brooklyn College, and we all know that brother's intellectual and political. You know what I'm saying? So, he's using his talents for righteousness. Now, let's differentiate. We already did brothers that are in today's generation. So we had shown one brother that went to college, and he, talks about just street knowledge. And we got another brother that went to college, and he talks about righteous things. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at back in the day how hip hop first started. Now, hip hop started as a underground thing, as I mentioned earlier. To whom much is given, much is required. These brothers got together. They threw block parties. They put messages in the music. They got the kids involved to where they were breakdancing. They was doing graffiti, all types of things. The blacks and Hispanics were working together on this. Of course, it started with DJ Kool Herc, who is a Benjamite. A lot of people don't know he's Benjamite. He's from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to highlight one rapper from that era that came out, and I believe he did not go to college. But let's check out to see what kind of music he produced. So KRS-One, bye-bye, the bridge is over. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One was not a college graduate before he became a rapper. In fact, he was a high school dropout who earned his equivalency diploma later. He explicitly forewent a college education due to a distrust of institutions. Okay, so he didn't really feel like institutions had his best intentions at hand. So that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? At least the brother felt like he could get an education elsewhere. But that's the thing, just educate yourself in something. So here's a more detail about his educational background. He left home at 14 and lived on the streets and in homeless shelters. That did not deter him. Yeah, that did not deter him away from making good, productive, conscious music. While in the group home, he earned his high school equivalency diploma, GED, and considered attending the School of Visual Arts, but decided against it. He met his future musical partner, Scott LaRock, who was a college graduate and worked as a social worker at the Franklin Men's Shelter in the Bronx, where KS1 was staying. Despite his lack of formal higher education, KRS-One spent countless hours reading books. Despite his formal higher education, he spent countless hours reading books in public libraries and is largely self-taught. His deep self-study of philosophies and religions, led him to be nicknamed Chris from Hare Krishna or something like that by other shelter residents. So he's legendary, known for being a pioneer of conscious rap. That's the point I want to get to y'all. Somebody who was never college educated. He's known legend as a legend of pioneer conscious rap. You know what I'm saying? He's known as to a lot of East Coast people as just the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Then you got another brother, my favorite from up top, you know what I'm saying? Queens Bridge to be exact. Nasty Nasir Jones. He didn't attend college. He dropped out of high school after the 8th grade, but he became a lifelong self-learner. This is early hip hop, y'all. This is the brothers and sisters that started hip hop at its core, at its base, studying extensively and later inspiring educational initiatives like the Nasir Jones Hip Hop Fellowship at Harvard University. showing his deep commitment to education despite his formal schooling ending early, according to sources like the Temple News and stuff like that. So let's get Mark 6:3. Let's get Mark 6:3, and this shows you why Nas usually references Christ a lot, because he feels like he relates to him. Because I assume when he reads the story, he's like, this brother probably didn't get a lot of formal education, but he's knowledgeable and he's self-taught. You feel what I'm saying? So he agrees and he relates to the story of Christ. So Mark 6:3, is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joseph, and of Judah and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him. You know what I'm saying? They were offended because just the way he could teach, just the way he handled himself. They start off the scripture with the brothers and sisters in the area saying, "It's not this the carpenter?" Like, he's just a carpenter. You feel what I'm saying? He's just a carpenter. So they saying he not, we don't know him to be a master of the law. We don't know him to be anybody of importance, a tax collector or somebody like that, high ranking official. He's just a carpenter. But how is he so knowledgeable? Christ, we know, was wise. He's the most wise and knowledgeable man that ever lived. You know what I'm saying? Just from using the words of the Most High. And Nas related to that. Even KRS-One got a song about the Israelites, about us being the Israelites. You feel what I'm saying? This coming from two brothers that never had a proper,